The Grand Council of the Galactic Federation sat in uncomfortable silence. 12 representatives from the most powerful civilizations in known space exchanged nervous glances as the holographic display at the center of their chamber showed a slowly rotating blue-green world. Earth, the Death World. High Admiral Trell, a tall being with iridescent scales and 6 digits on each hand, finally broke the silence. So the humans have achieved faster-than-light travel. It wasn't a question. Precisely 73 hours ago, confirmed Science Director Orcs, her voice wavering slightly despite her professional demeanor. Their first experimental vessel appeared at the edge of the Proxima Centauri system, collected data, and returned to Earth. The Galactic Federation had existed for over 20,000 years. Its member species had colonized thousands of worlds, mastered gravity manipulation, created artificial intelligence, and achieved technological marvels that bordered on the miraculous. Yet, all 12 representatives shuddered at the thought of humans joining interstellar society. "We should have sterilized that planet when we first detected radio signals," muttered Defense Minister Vox, an avian being whose metallic feathers rustled with agitation. "You know the laws forbid such actions," reminded Elder Nim, the oldest member of the council. "Non-interference with emerging species is our most sacred principle. Perhaps that principle will be our undoing," Vox replied. Dr. Kate Mercer stared at the data streaming across her laboratory screens, her excitement growing with each passing second. As lead scientist for Project Starbridge, she had overseen humanity's first successful faster-than-light journey. The physics-defying drive had performed beyond expectations, and the data they collected about Proxima Centauri was revolutionary. "We did it, Tom," she said to her colleague, who was busy analyzing the stellar readings. "We actually did it. And in only 60 years since the first moon landing," Tom replied with a grin. "Not bad for a bunch of evolved primates." Neither scientist knew that their achievement had triggered emergency protocols across the galaxy, or that 17 different alien surveillance outposts were now focusing all their attention on Earth. "The humans are an aberration," stated Ambassador Lauren, whose crystalline body structure refracted light in mesmerizing patterns. "They evolved on a Class 9 death world with radiation levels, atmospheric toxins, and predator diversity that should have prevented the development of advanced intelligence." The holographic display changed to show a montage of Earth's natural phenomena: hurricanes tearing through coastlines, volcanoes erupting in magnificent fury, lightning storms illuminating night skies, and tsunamis crashing against shores. "Their entire planet is trying to kill them," continued Lauren, "and instead of perishing, they've adapted. They even find beauty in these catastrophes." The council members watched as the display showed humans surfing massive waves, climbing sheer cliff faces, skydiving from impossible heights, and venturing into the most extreme environments on their world. "They seek out danger," whispered Elder Nim in disbelief. "They call it adventure." The United Nations Space Council was in session, discussing humanity's next steps into the cosmos. Representatives from Earth's nations debated colonization strategies, scientific objectives, and resource allocation. "We should establish a permanent research base in the Proxima system within 5 years," proposed Dr. Mercer. "The proposed site has abundant resources and would serve as an excellent waypoint for further exploration." General Rodriguez nodded in agreement. "My team has already begun designing the defense systems for such an outpost. Standard protocol." None of them suspected that their conversations were being monitored by technologies centuries beyond their understanding, or that their casual mention of defense systems had sent ripples of terror through alien observers. "They're conquest-oriented," Defense Minister Vox declared. "Their history is drenched in blood. They've fought wars over resources, ideology, territory, and even abstract concepts like honor." The holographic display showed scenes from human history: ancient armies clashing with primitive weapons, modern warfare with its mechanized destruction, and the devastating power of nuclear tests. "And yet," interjected Science Director Orcs, "they've also created breathtaking art, composed music that moves even non-human ears, built stunning architecture, and written literature that explores the deepest questions of existence. That's precisely what makes them so dangerous." High Admiral Trell replied, "They contain multitudes. They're capable of both unimaginable cruelty and extraordinary compassion, often within the same individual." As night fell over the launch facility, Kate stood outside, gazing at the stars. Humanity's future was up there, waiting to be discovered. She felt both humbled and exhilarated by the possibilities. "Beautiful night," Tom said, joining her. "And to think, we've only just begun to explore what's out there," Kate replied. "Imagine what we'll find, what we'll learn, who we might meet." "The most disturbing aspect," Elder Nim said, bringing the Council's attention back to the matter at hand, "is their adaptability. Most species took thousands of generations to master new technologies. Humans do it within a single lifetime." The display showed the rapid progression of human technology, from the first powered flight to landing on their moon in just 66 years, from basic computing machines to global information networks in mere decades. They solved problems with alarming creativity, Science Director Eriks added. When faced with obstacles, they don't just overcome them, they transform them into opportunities. High Admiral Trell stood, towering over the other representatives. "I propose we initiate first contact protocols immediately. If we wait until they venture further into space, they might perceive our monitoring as hostile." "And if they do perceive us as hostile?" asked Ambassador Lauren. The chamber fell silent again as the implications hung in the air. "Then may the cosmos help us all," Trell replied grimly, "for we have seen what humans do to their enemies." The Council voted unanimously to establish diplomatic relations with Earth, not out of curiosity or benevolence, but out of fear. For in all their millennia of interstellar civilization, they had never encountered a species like humanity, born in fire, tempered by adversity, and reaching for the stars not with timid caution, but with bold determination. The most advanced species in the galaxy feared just one planet, and humans were about to discover why.